Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is 3KO Games with another hero review video in Empires and Puzzles. I've fallen behind a little bit with the hero reviews. So let's grab this Wilderness Summon report and the Tower Summon. I didn't even talk about Sour Sting, and at this point he's just about on his way out, so we'll see if we have time at the end. But first, Wilderness Summon. We've got two brand new Wildcats to talk about. First is Vernix, 5-star blue wizard, and she's looking pretty awesome. I don't know if that's is that like a bow, but she's shooting ice instead? Or is the ice just coming from her hand? It looks pretty awesome though. 1634, that's double limit broken power. 1247, creeping up with the power creep. The attack stat here is crazy high. 1359 with 1207 on defense, 2206 on health. 1207 is a little bit low, but I guess with the 9 lives passives, you might just be like, well, okay, you can die once. You'll come right back. Because they have a 80% chance of reviving at the beginning of their next turn if they are defeated. 50% health and 80% mana. That happens up to 9 times. Chance to revive is reduced each turn. We know that this is frustrating, and as the Wildcats have been kind of new, and people have like one on their team, it hasn't been that big of a deal. I think as they get better and better, and you might have a couple Wildcats on your team, 3 Wildcats on a defense, suddenly it becomes much harder. Because usually when it's like one Wildcat left at the end, you're not that concerned. I mean, even if they fire, you probably still have your healer there and like, okay, let's just get this done. But if you have several that are going to keep coming back, yeah. We shall see how the game and the meta changes that way. Family bonus here is a chance to dodge and deal damage. For 1, 2, or 3 Wildcat heroes, you get a 5, 10, 15% chance to dodge special skills. And each special skill dodged damages the attacker for 100, 200, or 300 damage. Okay. What else can we talk about? We can talk about the lithe frame, but there's not much to talk about there. I feel like eventually we were supposed to get different kinds of traits, not just the defense one, but all we're seeing is the defense one. This character is not affected by effects that increase or reduce defense. So it doesn't matter if it's growth or wither, or if it's defense up or defense down, or if it's a stack or whatever, you can't do anything to alter her defense. Okay. Let's go out and in again. There she is. We'll jump right in. I guess we can take a look. If you double limit break her, she gets the heal increase, ether talent, which is not great. 50% increase in any healing for the first 6 turns. I mean, it's something, I guess. Ice Shatter is the fast speed special skill. If any enemy has the frost status ailment, deals 310% damage to all enemies and reduces the mana of all enemies by 5%. And all enemies receive 2,360 frost damage over 5 turns. That's well over 400 frost damage each turn, almost 500. So, if you already hit somebody with frost damage, this little lady is just doing a world of hurt. It's amazing at fast speed that you can do that much damage to all. The 5% mana reduction is going to be really frustrating if you don't have, what are the families that resist? Fawns, Astral Dwarves, and I think there's another family, or at least some other individual heroes that resist. Because just cutting down their mana, they're ready to fire, they're ready to heal, they're ready to give ailment immunity, and boom, you hit them, and now they can't do that yet. Okay, so if they don't have the frost damage, it'll still hit hard, 260% damage to all enemies and 1845 frost damage over 5 turns. We should take max power preview off here and just notice that the frost damage goes down considerably if you don't have attack nodes on your emblems and limit breaks. Yeah, but it's still very, very strong. So how are you going to get the frost damage in the first place? At fast speed, for 5 turns, it's possible she just doubles up on herself. You fire it first time, and within 5 turns you fire it again, and you get this even harder hit. So that's pretty good. Otherwise, you bring in an Untold Tales 2 from Murkheim hero that they all do the frost damage stuff. I feel like there was another character outside of Untold Tales recently who we were just wondering, how are you going to double up on frost damage? And I don't remember what character that was. So anyway, it would pair very well with Vernix. She's an incredible hero. Yeah, I think one of the best Wildcats. Huge congratulations. Good luck if you're doing some polls. Yeah, it would be an excellent hero. We have another Wildcat. We have a little 3-star. Ferni. She looks a little bit more confused, but that's okay. I won't talk about the stats because that doesn't mean as much in 3-star land. But important to recognize that all of this is still the same. Okay, so we'll just take a look at her Ether talent is special skill boost. 30% additional damage from her special skill for the first 6 turns. And her special skill is at average speed, so you're going to get that special skill up most likely once. Maybe twice if you get really lucky. Lacerating Whip deals 300% clawing damage to the target, which is even more against enemies with defensive buffs, minions, mega minions. And those enemies with defensive buffs, minions or mega minions, also receive 35% defense down for 6 turns. 6 turns, wow. It's pretty awesome. And then the target receives 600 surge bleed damage over 6 turns. So just 100 damage each turn. I believe that can increase if a target already has this effect. Yeah. And the duration will be refreshed and the damage will be increased by 300. Yeah. For a 3-star, not a bad little hero here. Yay to Ferni. These 2 Wildcats are really pretty fantastic. They are featured along other Wildcats like Thaffer, who is really excellent. Stravia is pretty good. And then everybody loves the Wusong kick. You can't get enough of the Wusong kick. So the Wilderness Summon right now is a really excellent place to pull. These are excellent heroes if you don't have any of them. Let's jump in next and take a look at the Tower Summon. Hey, I just saw this in my inbox and thought it was worth mentioning in case you don't check your inbox all the time. I had a problem getting the daily reward yesterday and just totally missed it. I think the internet might have been back up by the end of the day, but by that point I forgot. And so thank you, SG, for seeing that internet outage caused a lot of people to miss their daily reward already on the first day. So they're sending us a Titan Energy Flask and the Tower Coin, which was probably what was collected on day 1 and then at the end of the week. So check your inbox, everybody. That's pretty great. And now let's have a look at this brand new hero in the Magic Tower Summon. Here he is. That's not him. That's Camilla costume. We'll talk about her too. Less exciting. This guy, pretty exciting. Ragrim? I'll say Ragrim. 5-star green druid. So we get that chance to get that little thorn minion. It's okay. 1246 team power.
sitting more defensively with 1295 on defense and 2255 on health, 1266 on attack. The Magic Carpet family has that flight momentum thing. So he gets mana generation up and a chance to dodge up when he starts the battle. He loses it, and then he fires his special skill. Then he gains flight momentum back. So he's average speed, but it may be possible to get this guy down to 8 tiles or so, depending upon how this flight momentum actually works. Importantly, the weaker Mega Minion passive here is very good if you're still facing some Mega Minion defenses. Just stick this guy in the corner, and regardless of what he does, all those Mega Minions will be a lot weaker. So that's great. But what this guy does is pretty great. We'll talk about that special skill in a second here. Just notice that he has defense up ether talent. If you double limit break him, 20% defense up for the first 6 turns. That's great. Herbal Remedies is his special skill at average speed. Destroys all fiends from all allies. This effect damages Mega Fiends. So, we're starting with that. So we're kind of wiping the slate clean unless you have some Mega Fiends to deal with. Recovers 65% health for the ally with the lowest remaining HP. And maybe, just maybe, that is the ally that had a Mega Fiend on them. Yeah. In which case, if they're already damaged, 65% will wipe them out and actually give a little bit of health back. All other allies recover 45% health. This guy's going to be a great counter against the veggies that are kind of taking over a corner of the meta, and we'll see if they really take over. Because I forget what kind of HP they have that you need to heal away. It might be like 45%. So really, you're getting like a 90% heal at least, because you're getting rid of those fiends. And then on top of that, getting a big boost in health. So that's great. Plus, all allies get 250 attack and 250 defense in growth. And then any ailments affecting attack, defense, and mana generation on all allies are transformed into matching undispellable buffs. Man, there are a lot of good green healers right now. You know, your Toxicandra costume. What's the fawn's name? Bramble. Ragrim is right at the top of all of the green heroes, all of the green healers. Can rival both of those and has, slightly more current stats. Those numbers are just a little bit higher. So, definite hero you want to level up if you get him. Many congratulations to you. Let's take a look at the costume for Camilla. Which is less exciting, I'm sorry. All these passives are pretty cool. You get this chance to cast a 5% mana generation stack on a random ally when she casts her special skill. 50, 75, or 100% chance with 1, 2, 3 Magic Family heroes. There's a sizable costume bonus, so her stats are at 1246. They're current with the latest meta heroes. You also got all these passives. They have a 60% chance to deal 150% damage to all enemies. And if you get to second charge, that's just going to happen. That's 100%. Then we cast a 7% mana generation down stack on all enemies when this character casts their special skill. Fully charged special skill, so second mana charge, is 2 stacks. That can add up quickly. And then finally, because it's the Magic Family costume, we get the weaker Mega Minion passive, 75% HP down for any Mega Minions that you face. So the thing is, her actual special skill is not that great and hasn't been boosted by the costume that much. Original. Boost health of allies by 400, and allies get 40% defense up for 3 turns. Now we're getting 450 and 45% defense up for 3 turns. It's a mild increase. Second mana charge. Whoops, where'd she go? Second mana charge on the original. Reduce max health of all enemies by 800. All enemies get 54% defense down against special skills. 5 turns. 958% defense down for 5 turns. I mean, those numbers are good. It's not a terribly interesting costume. It's just improving the numbers a little bit. Certainly, if you have the original Camilla maxed out and you land the costume, good for you. You might as well level her up, level that costume up. With these passives alone, she's going to be pretty good. I don't think she's the best Magic Family hero by a long shot. If you level her up and you get her for the first time, yeah, it depends on who you have in blue, what kind of mats you have, what kind of resources you have. If you choose to go all the way to max emblems and limit breaks and all that stuff on Camilla, less excited about her. But if you grab her, congrats. You can decide if she's going to fit your roster and strengthen one of your teams or not. I think anybody in the game is going to have their roster strengthened by Ragrim. So those are the two. Because of this little bonus 50 tower coins, I actually have 1 pull here, and then I've got some wilderness coins. So let's do that. Let's see what happens here for my random good luck summon is not good luck. But I'll go ahead and do these pulls right now and just see what happens. I actually got really lucky yesterday with this goblin summon closing. So a reminder, if you have any goblin coins, use them up. We will not see this goblin portal for a while, if ever again. Sour Sting's pretty good against revivers. It's clumsy that he doesn't hit all or hit the corners because revivers are usually in the wings. So by hitting 3, he really is meant to be a Guric counter. Guric plus reviver in the corner. Because then target and enemies can't receive new status effects that would resurrect them for 5 turns. So that's against Guric. And then target and nearby enemies can't revive their allies or themselves for 5 turns. That's against a regular reviver, your Astrid, Chitran, Gata. Not necessarily Sable. We'll have to wait and see because Sable has that full removal when she goes into ghost form. So this as a status ailment would be cleansed. So I don't know how that actually plays out. Also curious how this plays out with Wildcats and all of their passive reviving. Can that be blocked by Sour Sting? Anyway, I got lucky here and pulled, who did I pull? 2 reds. I got Flamehide and I got, what's her name? Yocantha. I have too many red heroes. It's pretty exciting because they work together really well. But just a reminder, if you got Goblin Summon coins, use those up. I'm going to use up my Tower pull and a couple Wilderness coins here and see what happens. Come on, Ragrim. Lily's okay. Ragrim's great. Let's go green. I like Liju. Don't need another one. Get a chest, though. Well, that's a pretty crappy chest. Let's do these Wilderness pulls, because I don't have any of these, and there are 2 excellent blue hitters here. I could really use another good blue hitter. Maybe I get lucky. Roxia, not so much. Trevel, not so much. There's blue. Garius. Not very exciting. Ganju. Okay, halfway there. I probably won't leave this with much here. Double Roxia. Okay. Cupcake. 2 more, plus I get to open the chest. There's blue. Vodnik is not exciting. And final pull. Gravelly. Okay. Nothing good for me in the summons today. Oh, some trainers at least. That's better than nothing. Let me know down below what you think about these heroes. Let me know if you have any luck in these pulls. And hey, I hope you have a great day. Thanks for tuning in.